Hello guys, my name is Balkrishna Shivastav and welcome to Code with BK. So in this video, we solve question 11 first part of 2023 ISC Computer Science specimen paper, which is to add a node at the beginning of a existing linked list. So before we begin, it is a request to please subscribe to my channel, because out of 100 views, only 1 or 2 are subscribed, and a subscription is very important. So please subscribe to my channel. So this is the question, and you are given a class node which has an int num and a node next, and you have to write an algorithm or method to insert a node at the beginning of an existing linked list. The method declaration is something like this. Okay, obviously this is node and not nodes, okay, because node is the name of the class here. Okay, so I'm going to write a method void insert node that takes the start pointer, okay, the head of a linked list, and inserts this value n to the front of the linked list. So let me take a class node, it has int num and node next. Okay, I have to complete this method void insert node. Okay, copying this, I will keep this method static so that I can call this method directly from the main. Okay, all right, so I can say public static void main string yes. Okay, I mean, you can choose not to keep this static, okay, but in that case I will have to create an object of this and then call this method. Rather than that, I would do this. Okay, the logic remains the same. What you have to code inside this method will remain the same. Okay, and the name of the start pointer is star pointer. Okay, I mean, I'm not sure if this is a typo, but I will keep the name of this variable exactly the same in my answer. If it is star and not start, I will keep it star the way it is. So whenever you have to insert node to a linked list, the broad two cases are if the linked list is empty, that is the start pointer is null, and the other case is the linked list is not empty, that is there is at least one node in the linked list. In that case, this is not null. Okay, so if star ptr is equal to null, okay, else the case for list is not empty. Okay, also they say a node at the beginning of an existing linked list. I'm not very sure if they mean it that the linked list is not empty, otherwise they could have said a non-empty linked list. Okay, they just say it is an existing linked list. Okay, so I am going to assume that this linked list could be empty as well, it's just there. Okay, right, if you add an if else case, you won't lose marks. Okay, so adding a node to the front of an empty linked list means that you're adding the first node to the linked list, means that you're creating a linked list. So you can simply say star pointer ptr is new node, calling the default constructor because there is no other constructor defined in this class node. Okay, you set star pointer dot num to the value passed, and you say star pointer dot next is null. You can choose not to write this line of code, because when you call this default constructor provides default values to these data members, and this is a non-primitive type, so by default it will be null. Okay, but you should write it explicitly to make it clear to the reader that the next of this current node is null. Okay, else part is when this is not null, that is there is at least one node in the linked list, and this points to the first node in the linked list. So in that case, we create a node, new node. Okay, calling the default constructor again. All right, setting the num in this new node to this past value n. Okay, now this has to come in front of an existing linked list. So I say the next of this new node is star ptr, and then star ptr becomes new node. All right, and this is your code for the required question. Okay, so let me make some objects in the main so that I can create a linked list and check this function. Okay, so I'm creating a new node object which is head, setting the num value to 8, then creating the next of this head as a new object, setting the num in the next as 96, then creating next, setting the num in next to 37. Okay, so this basically is you have head pointing to 8 and the next is null. Okay, when you do this, okay, when you do these two lines, the next two lines, you are basically creating next, so you say 96 and null. Okay, and when you create next of head, we are saying 37 and null. Okay, so after these statements, you get a linked list something like this. Okay, the first pointer is 8, head is pointing to the first pointer, 8, 96, 37, and the next of the last is null. Okay, 3 nodes in this linked list. I have also taken a helper method that will print the linked list. It accepts the node which is the head of the linked list and it prints the linked list. Okay, all right. So when I print, I should get something like this. So let me compile, run. Okay, so I get 896 37. All right. Now I will call this function insert node, that will insert to the front of the linked list. So I say insert node, pass the head, say I want to insert 12 to the front. Okay, so I expect something like this. Okay, because I'm adding 12 to the front using this method. All right, and I'll print again. Okay, so compile. Okay, I'm expecting this, but I will still get this. Okay, so there will be two printouts of this, one from this and another from this. We won't get this. Let me show you. You see, the same list is repeated. 12 is not being added to the front. This is because the head reference that you are changing here, okay, start pointer is becoming something else, is not reflected back in this calling function. Okay, so ideally what happens, you return the updated head. So you say node, then you say return star ptr, and whenever you call insert node, you say this. Okay, so now when I clear, compile, and when I run, okay, so my first output is going to be this. Okay, because of these hard coded lines, and then this because now the reference to the head is updated. Okay, so you see now we get this. If I do this again, okay, and print head, and this time I'll say I'll add 98. So you are expected to get something like this, 98. Okay, compile, run. Okay, see 98 at the front. All right, so why is this happening, that when we do not have a return value, why is this node, this value being added to the front, not reflected? Okay, let me explain. So let me remove this, okay, and comment all this out. Okay, so I can represent this list as something like this, okay, head is pointing to 8, the first node, then 96 37 null. Okay, and then you call this function insert node passing head. So when this function is called, head goes here, okay, as start pointer. So you have another variable star ptr that points to the first node where head is pointing. Okay, so head is in this function main and star ptr in this function insert node. Okay, here. All right, so start ptr equals to null is false because this node is not null, so you go to the else part. Okay, you create a new node. So we have a new node, so I'll say new node is with the value 12. Okay, let me keep this separately. Now you say new node dot next is start pointer, so you say the new node's next. Let me move all this forward. So when you call this function with the value 12, you create a new node with the value 12, and the next of 12 is start pointer. Next of new node is start pointer. Okay, and then you say start pointer is new node. So start pointer was pointing to this. Now start pointer, instead of pointing to this, start pointer points to this. So you can say start pointer now points to this. All right, and since 12 was pointing to start pointer which was pointing to head, so basically 12 is pointing to this. Okay, all right, so after these 4 lines happen, we have something like this. Okay, your head is in this main function, this 12 is the new node. Okay, this start pointer points to 12. Okay, the next of this 12 is head. Okay, when function returns, okay, after the else, you lose all the local variables that you declared here, including new node and start pointer. So your list remains the same. Okay, that's why when you print again, okay, you get the same original list and not this. Okay, all right, all right. So if I, okay, so this is the state before the function returns. Okay, so if I print here, if I print say star ptr here, okay, all right, calling this print with this star ptr, I am going to get this because star ptr is 12, then 8, 96, 37. Okay, so if I simply call this and there is a print inside, okay, so I will get 12, 8, 96, 37. So let me compile, run. Okay, so I get this. So this is because I am printing inside. Okay, but if I print outside, if I print here, that is the function returns, so we lose all local variables. So we lose all these. This is lost, and new node is lost. So we are back at this head. Okay, so when we compile again now and run again, we get the same list. Okay, and when we have the return value, say node return star ptr, and you do this head equal to this. Okay, so the state was, so this was the state, right? And then you say head equal to insert node. So the return value, which is star ptr, is head now. So head was pointing to this. Okay, now head points to star ptr, so basically head is now star ptr. Okay, new node is lost. Okay, this reference is lost, but this value is still there since head is pointing to this. So you get the entire list. So you are able to add this 12 to the front. So now when I compile, clear, compile, okay, it works. Okay, okay, so this is a little confusing to understand, but this is how it is. Okay, and you don't have to bother about the return value, you just have to write the correct solution. We are here to score, we are not here to teach them what to do, what not to do. So this is a solution if you get a question like this. Okay, all this was just to explain what is actually happening. All right, so this was the solution to this problem, and I hope this was helpful. And this question is also solved in Hindi, so I will add the link of that video in the description as well. So let me know in the comments if there was anything not clear to you in this video, and if there was something that you did not like about this video, please just don't press the dislike button. Please also let me know in the comments what was it that you did not like about this video, so that I can improve my further videos. And you can always let me know in the comments if there's a question you want to solve, or if there's a concept you want to discuss. Thank you.